Azati Prime. This is Star Trek Enterprise Season 3. We're thick into the war here with the Xindi. The Enterprise is in the Expanse. They have found the weapon that's going to kill all of the humans. They found it. They're going to destroy it. And then we can end this Xindi war season and move on to exploration. They even say it in this episode. And Archer's like, we used to be explorers. I'm like, yeah, remember that? Remember when it was like 10 out of 10 every episode, or like a 9 out of 10 every episode? Now it's just like, yeah, it's like a 7, you know. I'm kind of like, yeah, I didn't hate this season as much as I did when I originally saw it. I don't think I hated it. I was very disappointed. It's definitely grown on me now that I'm doing these reviews and kind of picking out episodes being like, well, this wasn't that bad. There's some really good ones still, even mixed in with the Xindi war. This one's pure war, but I did like it though. So we're going to use my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5. This one had a lot of progress in the war, so it's like they found the weapon, they make a decision, they're going to destroy it. Of course, Archer gets captured. Now we've got that Daniels character from the future, which I'm not really a fan of time travel in Star Trek. It's kind of, you know, it comes with the territory. So I say I don't like it, but then I always think it's kind of neat. So it's a bit hypocritical, but it's hard to explain. I almost wish they just didn't do it at all, and then that'd be fine. But now that they're doing it, you're like, well, that was kind of cool. But he gives them this Xindi token to prove to the Xindi that it's this other race. It's the race that built the spheres. They're these interdimensional beings, and they're the ones who are causing the war to happen. They're telling the Xindi that, you know, Earth is going to destroy them. Like, the Xindi people don't believe in this time travel thing, but they believe in this other person saying, yeah, they're going to attack you. So how do you know, right? Like, it's a bit weird. I can't give it a 2 out of 2 because I feel like they're trying to write themselves out of this now, as opposed to just saying, let's have a war. I think the writers maybe thought, oh, we just killed 7 million people, we got to make this better. And it's like, I just think the whole thing got messed up. What's left is still cool because it's still a cool show, and I'm like, yeah, I'm into it, but they kind of mess it. So it's affecting the story, it's affecting the enjoyment factor a little bit on the space system. But I'm still giving it 1.5. Like, what you're watching is handled really cool, but you have to accept a few things, and I don't like when I have to accept things like, okay, I guess this time travel thing is fine, and this guy can't go back and just stop the whole thing. Like, it's like, oh, we can't do it. I don't know, it's a bit weird. So anyway, what we're given is fine. Archer's is great. He's trying to convince the Xindi. He tells the bomb maker his unborn daughter's name and stuff like that. So he's trying to win them over and get stuff going. Pacing, I'm gonna give the pacing a 2, actually, because it was very exciting, and it was exciting. You're like, oh no, are they gonna make it? And then they get captured, and then the crew's like, what are we gonna do? And then they're getting attacked. So there was a lot of back and forth. So the pacing is still good here. It's just the story that was kind of weird. Artistry, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 2. Man, all the Xindi look cool. There's good space battles. I like him going into the weapon thing. No problems at all in the artistry department. The music I don't know if the music changed or whatever, but they really amped it up. There was some really nice music in this one. This probably had the best background music of any of the episodes. It seemed very exciting. So that was well done. And again, I'm watching this on Blu-ray and widescreen TV, surround sound, so it looks good. Yeah, everything's good on this one. Characters, I think I'm going to give it a 2. I mean, Archer's awesome in this one. He's like, no, I'm going to go it alone, and, you know, he's going to sacrifice himself, and then he kind of, you know, holds up to interrogation, and he kind of fights back with them that way. And then T'Pol, I've got to get used to. I like T'Pol. She seems to be losing her emotions more often, but there was something that affected them, the Vulcans, earlier in this season, so that kind of explains it. But typically, I'm not a fan of the Vulcans showing their emotions, because it's just too easy to go to that plot device. But they kind of foreshadowed it. It makes sense a little bit, so that's fine. And you never get the impression. You're always thinking like, does she love Archer or Trip or any of them, or what's going on? Because there's a thing with her and Trip, and it's like, well, that seems like they're going to be together. I've seen this already, so I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're just first time watching it. Anyway, yeah, everything's good on the characters here. Enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 1.5, man. I like this one. I thought it was pretty exciting. Again, it's the war, so I'm kind of against this whole war concept in Star Trek. I don't mind that if there's wars going on, but not you directly involved in it. Then again, hypocrite. I love Deep Space Nine. It's like maybe my favorite. I love it, but that's also the first one I watched. So original series is the best. That if you need an answer, original series is the best. Just stick with that, and you're going to be okay. But this Enterprise overall has been really good. This one's been really good. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10, which is really high. Maybe it's an 8, but I kind of got suckered into it. I got into the story. I was like, oh, what's going to happen, you know? So I like this one a lot. We're closing it out. We're not too far away from completing season 3. So we'll see how it all pans out. But anyway, I like this one. If you like the space system, please like the video. Consider subscribing. Check out the playlist for Star Trek. That's it. Until next time.